Hello everyone, what's going on? It's Glenn here and welcome back to another video. In this video it's going to be a bit different. I'm going to be ranking all the rides that I've been on at Alton Towers in the UK. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Coming in at 8th place is Gangsta Granny the ride. Now there's nothing wrong with this ride, but it's just the worst that I've been on because all the other ones are big roller coasters that are like thrill rides, and this one was just a dark ride. It's by no means bad, it's just not number one on my list. I'm sure it's absolutely fantastic for young kids, but me at the time as a 14-year-old wasn't in my element riding Gangsta Granny. But it was not bad, and it was great to see the book which I read as a child into a ride. Number 7, I've got Oblivion. Now Oblivion is really steep. I'm pretty sure it's like 87-degree angle drop, so very nearly vertical, and from the outside that part looks very intimidating, and even when you're on the ride it is quite intimidating. However, once that drop is done and you're through the tunnel, that is the ride ended. It's literally lift hill up, top, hangover, drop, through tunnel, and that's the end. So it's kind of underwhelming if you don't know that. I personally didn't know that going onto it. I thought there would be more to the ride than just the drop, but it's just a singular drop. It's still fun and it's quite scary for the first time, but once you know that's all it is, it's manageable and it's fine. But still fun and not a bad ride. Controversial opinion warning, number 6 is Nemesis. My ride on Nemesis was kind of uncomfortable. I kind of got rushed on it right near the end of the day. It was one of the last ones we went on, and just, I don't know, it felt very rough. I know it's getting retracked, so it might be better after, but it felt very rough and it was all kind of a blur, and it was over quite quickly. I thought it was a strange one. Again, not bad. There's no bad rides on this list, I need to make that clear. Not one single bad ride, they're all amazing, but it's just not my favourite. It was quite rough, but here's the picture of me on it, so like straight face. I don't like. Shout out to my boy Johnny on this ride. The feet dangling parts, obviously it's kind of weird because there's no floor, but like when you go upside down your legs just go like that. So yeah, that's it. Nemesis and number 6. And number 5 we have Galactica. Going into Alton Towers for the first time, this was my most anticipated ride there. I was really looking forward to this. I thought the element of getting on like that and then it turning like that and you gliding was really interesting, and I couldn't wait to find out how that felt. It feels really uncomfortable. As you can see from my face in the picture, it hurt. So I didn't enjoy this one much, although I did like the bit where you go upside down and you're just upside down like that for like 4 or 5 seconds. That bit was fun. And we got soaked with water as well. Like, people see when you're going up the lift hill, there's people with water guns and they're shooting up at us, try to hit us with water. So funny idea, but not fun when you're on the ride. But again, I thought this one was quite rough as well and uncomfortable. And at the end, when you have to sit about to go back into the station and you're just dangling like that, I swear we were there for like 5 minutes. If you've been on this ride and it's broke down, I feel so sorry for you, because that's got to be one of the most uncomfortable experiences I've ever had. At number 4 we have 13. Now this was a great ride. I really like the theming on this ride. Oh, in the dark forest. Is it dark forest, forbidden forest? No, dark forest. Yeah, in the dark forest the theming is really good. It's a lot higher than it looks. It's not like high, but I thought it was like a wee kid's ride. It's fairly high. And spoiler alert, that drop, the free fall drop, I'd never been on a ride where it does that, and I was shocked when it happened. It's so loud and it's so like sudden. I never knew what to expect, but it was not that, but it was great. It's a really fun ride. I've been on it 3 times I think, all in the one day. Yeah, it's a great ride, great fun. At number 3 we have the Wicker Man. This was the longest queue that I waited in at Alton Towers. It was about 45 minutes because it broke down while we were in the queue, but we really wanted to get on it. This is a lot faster than it looks. I was shocked by the speed of this when I went on it. It's not particularly high, but the theming's great. The huge sculpture, that is also fantastic. The wooden element is very different because most of the other rides there are just steel. But yeah, it's a lot faster than it looks. It's really fun. It's a great ride. It's fairly new actually as well. But yeah, great experience on Wicker Man, so that's why it's coming in at number 3. I can't believe I talked about Wicker Man and never even spoke about this picture. Just look at my face. I was shocked by the speed of this. We're into the top 2, ladies and gentlemen. At number 2, I'm sure you've probably guessed what number 1 is by now because it's not come up yet, but at number 2 it's Rita. So Rita was the first ride me and my friends went on at Alton Towers. We queued, we went to Wicker Man first, but we got sent away, so we went to Rita after that, and we saw it in the test runs, and you just see it go from 0 like that to 60 miles an hour, just rapid. When you're actually on the ride, that's crazy. Like, it's just like you just get pulled back like that. That's why it does say at the start, keep your head back and then go, go, go. But yeah, it's a great ride, super fast, and a great way to start off your day, because it's not too like thrilling because it's not that high up, it's just really fast. But it was a great way to start the day and get more into it, because it's still a thrill ride, just not as thrilling as the number 1 spot, which is the Smiler. I'm sure you all guessed it right from the click of the video. The Smiler, the advertisement. Stop right there. Is it advertisements or advertisements? I said advertisements, but now my sister says it's advertisements. The Alton Towers mascot, I remember as a child watching TV and the Smiler adverts being on TV, and I was so shocked with it. It's a world record of inversions, got 13 inversions, you go upside down 13 times. I was so nervous getting on this one. I remember I was in the queue and there was only about a 10-minute queue, and I was panicking because you're caged in the wee pen and you just look above you and it's just zooming above you and everyone's screaming. And then obviously I'd seen the video and heard about the crash. That scared me as well. But see, once you get on this, it's crazy. And see that laughing and the music, it stays with you all day. What a fantastic ride. I will never get over this ride. It's my second favourite ride of all time. Number 1 is Velocicoaster. Let me know if you want me to rank the Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure rides in the comments, because I'll be happy to do that. But Smiler is so good, so fast, upside down so many times, you get so disorientated, but then it gives you time to get back at the halfway point when it's the vertical lift hill. I'd never been lifted vertical on a roller coaster before, but now I have, and it was great. I'm so glad that even after the crash, the ride still goes on and it's safer than ever, because this ride is absolutely a must ride in the UK. If you haven't been on it, please do go on it at some point in your life, because it's so good. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the rides I've been on at Alton Towers except the Skyliner. It's absolutely horrifying, by the way, when it stops and there's 10 people in your carriage and someone decides that it's funny to jump in your carriage and it's really high up, and it's not fun at all. Sky ride is not fun, not one bit. But apart from that, that is all the rides I've been on at Alton Towers ranked. So I hope you did enjoy this video. So it's something a bit different. If you want me to rank anything else, theme park wise, or anything else just to rank, let me know in the comments below. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Go shawty, it's your birthday.